Hello, everybody. This is Catholic Dad, episode number 354. What is the point? So today I actually got off of work. It's my week off. And what I do, I jumped on my motorcycle. I took a nice 120-mile loop through some beautiful country roads with a couple buddies. And we stopped. We had lunch. We hung out and we talked about life. And we sat in a town that's closed down. And we saw a couple people walking around with masks on. And we were just sitting there on the side of the road. We ordered from a restaurant. They dropped the food on the sidewalk for us. We grabbed the food, and then we sat at a bench on the side of the road and just ate without masks on, talking to one another. Really great. It was a great day. Then we rode home. And what is the point of life? And that's the question. So I was actually thinking about this. Animals in the wild, they don't live very long. Lions in the wild, wolves in the wild, bears in the wild, they tend to die young. But if you take an animal and you put them in a cage, and you feed them and you don't stress them very much and you keep them happy and you take care of all his diseases and so on and so forth, he tends to live a lot longer. Well, humans are animals. I bet you that's true too. So if you ask us to be put in a cage and you throw food at us and you take care of all our safety and security questions and you give us a perfect diet and perfect doctoring, I bet you we live a lot longer as well. And I bet you something's going to come out of this COVID experiment we're doing right now. I think it's going to come out that humans that are in quarantine live a lot longer, much like animals that are in quarantine live a lot longer. And so is the point of life to live a lot longer? That's the question. See, I hopped on one of the most dangerous tools on planet Earth today. It's called the motorcycle. And I rode along the Snake River, wind in my hair or my helmet, wind blowing in my face, curvies and twisties over some rocks and whatever else. And it was kind of adventurous and I would say even dangerous. And I can bet you if everybody on planet Earth did what I did today, we would not live as long as we do today. I think I'd probably live a lot longer if they put me in a room and they fed me some food. They quarantined me and they didn't ask me to go out and live my life. And so if we discover literally that humans in quarantine live longer than humans that are out living their lives, like serving the Lord, taking care of the poor, going to work, providing for your families and so on and so forth, what if we discover you live longer when you do absolutely nothing? The question is it worth it? Like, is the point of life to live the maximum number of years? Well, I think we're acting like that right now, right? It's like we won't let this the corona pandemic escape right now because we're scared of killing some old people. Well, they've already lived their lives for sure. And, it would be horrible if we took out some 40-year-olds or 30-year-olds or 20-year-olds. But, I've been practicing medicine now for 14 years, as a private practice physician. And we take out 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds all the time. It's actually not, it's not an infrequent event. And in fact, by the way, the number of 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds, they're going to die after this economic catastrophe plays out. It's going to be a heck of a lot more than died of the COVID virus for sure. And so you really got to stop and meditate and think about what is the point of life. And is it to live the maximum number of years in safety and security and have maximum health? Or is it to go out and actually live your life? The Baltimore Catechism is very clear about this. The point of life is to know, love, and serve God in this life and be happy with him in the next. Well, how do you serve God? Well, you have to actually go out and live your life. You actually have to go serve your neighbor, take care of the poor, the indigent, the downtrodden. You have to give to charity. How do you give to charity? Well, you give to charity by creating wealth because nobody can give to charity unless, of course, they have all their own needs taken care of first. I have 9 kids, right? So I have to take care of my wife and my needs, my 9 kids, some of my family members outside of that. And then after that, then I can actually start addressing the concerns of the people in my community. So that means I have to actually go out and work hard and I actually have to make a lot of money. And so, I think everybody knows what the answer is. Is the point of life to live the maximum number of years? Or is the point of life to actually live life? Because the end point of life is always death, and we're going to get there no matter what. And at the end of your days, do you want to say, well, I sat in my house, I did absolutely nothing. People brought me food and I have maximum security and I never challenged myself. And oh, by the way, I never took risks. And oh, by the way, when a coronavirus pandemic or some other virus pandemic occurred, I helped be responsible for the destruction of the economy, which led to the destruction of my nation, or the destruction of the world, or destruction of the lives of so many young people. And you got to wonder, the Eskimo, they take their old people and they put them on England and push them out to sea. Just push them out. And I don't think that's good either. But frankly, you should not be sacrificing the economic future and the lives of the young people of a nation for the older people. And so I hope this thing plays out quickly, right? And we get to a point where we can unleash the economy again, where young people can get to work again, where we can stop destroying the futures of the younger generations. And the great hope is that the next time the corona pops up, which it will, because we quarantined everybody and we didn't let it spread to the population, or another virus pops up, we don't clamp down and say, you guys have to now clamp down and, oh, by the way, we're going to destroy your country yet again, because the point of life, I'll say it again, it's not to live the maximum number of years. The point of life is to know, love, and serve God in this life, be happy with him in the next. But to do that, you actually have to live your life and not be quarantined. So this is Catholic Dad making you think about it. Please like or subscribe. Get the Mass, but you can't get the Mass. Watch it on TV or whatever you do. Pray the daily rosary. Live a sacramental life, though you can't really get to the sacraments either. Just pray a lot. But you can pray the daily rosary. That's not bad. Fatima, Our Lady of Fatima said to do so, so let's do it. Okay, God bless you all. Take care. Have a good day.